What's up, chat? Today I wanted to talk about something a bit more specific. I wanted to rail against God. Oh shit. I don't know why I said a bit more specific, like my topics haven't been specific. I just wanted to rail against God for a while, you know? So let's begin. There are a whole fucking, like, colossal number of problems with even the idea of God to begin with. So, God created everything. So who created God? Was God infinite? What came before God? Is my question. Does something come after God? Is there anything outside of God? Because there's one idea that I believe that the universe is God or something like that, or I don't know. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. Whatever it is, it's mysticism. It's fucking stupid. The moment you start leaving reality and getting into any kind of mysticism, you've lost the plot. You fucked up somewhere, and you need to fix it. Typically, it's not that big of a deal, because a lot of the time when people say they're Christian, that usually, okay, I'm speaking as an American, that typically doesn't mean jack shit. That typically means, I think God exists, and I cope with death by saying I'm never gonna die, and I'll just go to heaven. And I have no existential balls at all, and can't handle the idea that I might one day not exist. That's typically the only reason people still even hold the idea of God, because I challenge you to find me one person who actually, like, moves as if they were underneath God's command. I haven't found one. Very rare. I mean, why is child SA abuse so frequent in the church? I don't know. It's just very suspicious, very interesting. Double tap? Oh, thank you. That's honestly one of the better options. Hell yeah. Brought me into the box. I want this liquefier. I can build it. I can upgrade it. What do I... Yes, 3 of those. That's right. Okay, I remember the whole process. Oh, this map is sick. Big ups to the creator for making this in Black Ops 3. You're a real one. We're gonna hit the box though. We're not going for the liquefier yet. We'll figure that out later. But yeah, and there's a couple different ideas of God in how either he controls the universe or he just created the universe and then stepped back. And if he's in control, what the fuck? What kind of God? Oh, first off, even if he is in control, what kind of God is this? This God allowed Donald Trump to rape children for who knows how many years, decades. He created a child sex ring that spans the globe and spans all of the powerful. Well, not all of them. I say all of the powerful as in like all of the powerful groups and people and governments and things like that. And he's going to die thinking he was probably one of the greatest people to ever live. He's gonna die thinking he was God's gift to humanity.
Mr. Box?
There's no karma in that. There's absolutely no karma in Donald Trump's life. He rapes children, beats them, and then sends them on their way. And he's never seen the inside of a cell. Nope. Sorry. Nope. God isn't real. Nope. And if that's his plan, fuck God. Nope. If that's the plan, if the plan is really that thousands of children should be born into a life of slavery and sex abuse and then killed before they can even mature, I'm out. Count me out. That God can choke on my cock. I'd rather hang with Lucifer, frankly. Nope, fuck him. I'm out. And then there's the other option. That God created us and then stepped back. And that's more reasonable, considering we don't know what exactly the Big Bang was, but it's not reasonable. It's more reasonable, but it's not reasonable. Because there's no evidence of God. There's just conjecture and logical fallacies and coincidences that people can't believe are coincidences. But it just turns out sometimes coincidences happen. But people can't a lot of people can't handle the randomness in the universe. It's not so much that they... How do I explain this? It's a lot easier to understand the world if you understand it through the eyes of a conductor rather than just randomly bad things are happening to you, right? It's a lot easier to justify your own suffering when you have this idea. And that brings me into part 2. God is for the powerful. Let's be 100% honest. God is a tool of control. God is a tool of mass control. It is to get the populace to act a certain way, and it's to get them to believe certain things. Like this holy war in Israel. The only reason that this Israel war is justified and is continuing the way it is because they believe they have some holy right. If they didn't, they would just be like any other country that just says I'm better than you, and then they would just get fucking wiped off the map. But no, they have us. They have the fucking stupids that are increasingly Christian somehow. It's gross. But no, we have this idea that the rapture is coming, and therefore, oh, it doesn't matter. This is all the end of the world. Wait, that's just God's part of God's design. There's no reason we need to, you know, stop the pedo king from destroying everything and causing World War III. Why would we do that? Because I mean, we're all going to be with Jesus here in, like, you know, a couple of years, so who cares? Yeah, no, that's an incredibly dangerous line of thinking, and that allows this kind of shit to happen. That allows this insanity to occur, and for them to justify it to themselves. You would have a lot harder of a time justifying Trump. Oh, okay, well, I mean, he's a cult leader, so he's a bit different, but any other political leader who actually, like, suffers consequences as a result of their actions, that would be the case. Now, God is fucking stupid, and it causes problems everywhere. And then it's the justification for discrimination. It's the only basis for discrimination. Because if you look at it scientifically, we're the fucking same. Everyone is the fucking same. They're basically the same person, maybe a couple of differences here and there. That's about it. But fundamentally, we are the same. And, like, e.g. trans women. Like, holy shit. I've seen some of the surgeries they can do now. Wow, it's crazy. They look cis, completely cis. You would have to do a lab test to figure out that woman was born with a penis. It would be unrecognizable. But these people are like, oh, God designed you to be a man. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Just because you didn't do anything you wanted because you felt pressured socially doesn't mean nobody else can have happiness and personal expression, right? Fuck you. And just because somebody's personal expression happens to be different from yours does not mean it is inferior to yours as well. That's another key distinction these people tend to fucking forget.
Seems to fit, as long as I wiggle it a little.
And God is the basis for a lot of evil that is happening in the world right now. Christianity is the driving force behind the slaughtering of Palestinians. Well, fucking Judaism as well. I mean, because, like, the idea of a holy land. Like, I was listening to Vosh talk about this, and he was like, there's no. You can't really justify a single, at least, okay, I believe this. You can't really justify a single group owning a certain land, right? Because then you're just getting into, like, racism. And even then, and who has the claim to what land, right? Because people have migrated constantly throughout history, right? So, I mean, who can, it's like I'm not fully on board with, like, the stolen land thing in America, even though, yeah, it is stolen land. But I mean, the people we stole from are dead, so, I mean, what, do you want to give it back to the dead people? I mean, like, I don't know. There's nothing good that comes from God. There is delusion, harm, and measurably worse outcomes for anyone who isn't the writer of the book. Let's be real. That's all it is. White people wrote the story, that's why it is the way it is. That's why the races are seen as inferior, is because They just happened to progress slightly in a way that allowed them a greater military might at any given time, and they were allowed to exert their ideas, their influence over a lot of the world. And it's gross, because I mean, the continent of Africa is in such disarray because of white people. Like, go. Oh, I wish I could remember their names. Oh, I listened to the videos about them. They were talking about how they were tortured by the British Kingdom. Is it the Mau Mau? I think it's the Mau Mau. They incredible fighters, fighting back against their oppressors, but they were raped and tortured. It was like shit out of the Epstein files that they were doing to these prisoners. And it's power's gross, because as soon as somebody gets it, it's like a poison to their soul. As soon as they get it, they need more, and 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 they need more. And then what do you end up with? The Epstein circle. Absolute, unabashed greed. Just, what do you want? You can have it. What do you want to do? The worst? You want to do what to a child? What color? You want to do what to a pregnant woman? I know just the one. No. Nope. 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 I saw this post on Truth Social. Let me see here. Not Truth Social. What the fuck? Why? I don't know. I got Trump on the brain. I guess that's why I said Truth Social. Blue Sky. I'm gonna plug that in a bit. I'm gonna plug that at the end of the video. But from this Women Rise Up account, they were like, we should use ICE logic on the Epstein files. Round up everyone involved, detain them in horrible conditions, and hold them until we know who's guilty. We do this to immigrants over paperwork. We can do it to billionaires over child trafficking. Which is absolutely fucking true. Every single member of the government should be held and investigated fully. You know, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be, because it's God. It's God's chosen people. All I'm saying is the world would look a lot fucking better if we didn't have this delusion of God in place. God is the only way you can justify incredible amounts of violence and incredible amounts of suffering for, you know, your own personal avarice. Because then you say, oh, well, no, we had a right to that land. We have a right to the greater Israel. It doesn't matter who's living there now. It doesn't matter. Iranian school children? Iranian schoolgirls? I think you mean my first bombing target. Whabam! Yeah, I fucking hate this country. I fucking hate it. Oh, it makes me sick. Sick that I pay taxes here. I fucking hate it. I genuinely hate it. If I could stop paying taxes, I would. Well, fuck this place. Fuck America. Fuck God. Yeah. Thank you.